What is up, my veggies? My name is VTR, and welcome back to another movie review part of VTR's Creepy Frights. Now, I didn't know when I was going to do this, but then I realized last night that the day is Friday the 13th, and I figured, why not do this now? I know I just released 2 movie reviews, and I'm doing a 3rd one in a row, but I couldn't, not do this. So today we are reviewing Friday the 13th in 2009, a final Friday the 13th film in the franchise. So let's go ahead and read the synopsis, shall we? Against the advice of local police, Claire scores the eerie woods of the surrounding Crystal Lake for his missing sister, but the rotting cabins of an abandoned summer camp are not the only things he finds. Hockey mask killer Jason Voorhees lies and waits for the chance to use his razor-sharp machete on Clay and the group of college students who come to the forest to party. Now, obviously, going into this, I actually don't really know what my expectations were, because the franchise is a mixed bag of quality. Some movies I think are really good, some I think can be really bad, some I think can be just okay. But this one, surprisingly, I think is one of the best in the franchise. One reason being Jason himself is the scariest he's ever been. This version of Jason is smart, he is ruthless. There's literally a scene where he chucks an axe at someone, and it is terrifying. And I think it is the scariest Jason has ever been. The actor that plays him really pulls it off very well. Don't get me wrong, Kane Hodder will always be the best Jason in my opinion. But this guy that plays Jason, who is in the thing? Okay, I can't really find it on here, but the guy that plays Jason does a pretty fantastic job. Now going into this, a lot of the characters aren't much to say about the there isn't a lot to say about the characters really, but that kind of comes with the territory of a Friday the 13th film. It's it's one of those movies where you don't really care about the characters that much, even though there are characters in this that are likable and everything. But obviously you get the ones that are the stereotypes, the ones like, oh, we can't wait to see you die characters and everything. And like I said, some of the kills in this movie are great. The atmosphere, the cinematography, and the way this movie is shot is really well done. Now, if I have to get into any negatives, which I've been pretty positive with movies recently, it is another Friday the 13th film, but with some of the ones being so bad in the franchise, I think this one actually is pretty dang good for what it is, and does. It's definitely one of the higher ones in the franchise. I think, like I said, the atmosphere of the film and like Jason in this movie steals the show. And also this movie kind of has 2 false starts, kind of. It has a prologue and then this obviously both the prologue scene and the other opening scene, they both serve a purpose. The opening scene, so Jason, after the prologue, is obviously a scene that is set up to give Jason some early kills, but also it works because it sets up something for something later in the film, which I think does that very well. But overall, I think the movie is just a fun time with this, and it's fun and scary time. Like, I could even probably say this is actually probably better than the original Friday the 13th. Like, it's up there with some of the highest in the franchise. Um, and I like it. I like the film. Like I said, some of these reboots and remakes can be really, really bad. But I do like this film. I think this movie does a pretty good job with its scares and everything. And overall, it just has a good atmosphere. Like I said, some of the characters can be really annoying, and that's probably some of the weakest parts of the film. But honestly, when it comes to a Friday the 13th movie, that's not really something you care about that much, is the characters. And the ones you don't like are like, yeah, we want to. And it's like, so like I said, some of the kills like are unexpected in the way they're done. Like, there's this one dude that happens on a boat with an arrow. It's so sudden, and you're like, whoa, I didn't even know we were at this part of the movie right now. And I like with this movie how they bring in different assets of Jason, especially in his design. There's like the mountain man look with the hair and everything from part 2. He also has the sack over his head for a little bit of the movie, and also he's got the iconic hockey mask, but he's also got the face kind of like the that kind of how it looks in like the original and in the I don't know. I don't know what to say. And like part 3? No, 4, part 4. But personally, I think this movie does a really good job with most of what it does. Let's go ahead and dive into this. Critics, though, give this a 25%, and audiences give it a 47, which I think is too low, personally. I can understand, like, it is just another Friday the 13th movie, so I can kind of get where some people wouldn't be into it or be like, oh, it's just the same stuff again with, like, unlikable characters and stereotypes and tons of blood and nudity and everything. But I liked it. I think the movie is one of the best in the franchise, and yes, I know I complain about this a lot, and I'm going to complain about it here too. Pointless nudity is turned up to a 11 here. But I guess when it comes to Friday the 13th, I guess like it's not pointless. I don't know. I'll let you guys debate that. But this movie definitely is very sleazy. And it's sometimes some of the dialogue, I'm like, this feels weird and making me uncomfortable to watch. But besides that, the movie is definitely a good film. And I think overall it is just a good Friday the 13th film, and it does what a Friday the 13th movie should, and actually improves on a lot of the stuff that like other ones did that were pretty bad. Like, it's got good kills, it's got a good Jason, it's got some likable characters, and obviously it's one of those movies that you get what you get, and it's at this point what you get is basically what you want from this type of movie. But yeah, I'd give it a solid 3 out of 5, though. That's what I'm gonna put. I've been doing that a lot lately. Movies where I don't think are super. Maybe I should I change my rating system? Let me know. Should I already got a 10? Let me know down in the comments. But right now I'm gonna stick with my current rating system. But yeah, I like the movie. I enjoy it. I don't think it's a crazy film. Well, no, it is a crazy film. I think it's one of the best in the franchise. I will say that. But that's really all I gotta say for this review, guys. And that wraps up another franchise on the channel. We have reviewed all the Friday the 13th films, at this point. I only now have to review the last Nightmare on Elm Street movie, and that franchise will also be wrapped up. So I'm looking forward to finishing that. And starting soon, I am going to be reviewing the Insidious franchise. So keep an eye out for those reviews coming soon. But that's all I got to say for this video, and I will see each and every one of you guys in the next one. Bye!